we're at camp, we're opening day. It's hype, we got mountain music going, kids dancing, our counselors are dancing, they're setting the tone, right? And so all of a sudden, this group from downtown church comes in and they get off their vans and kids come running, they hear the music, and there's one particular kid, a little short guy, he gets up and has no shame. Everybody else is kind of getting there trying to figure out what am I just walking into. And here comes this guy, he comes up and he jumps right in with the counselors. He's dancing and so we just saw him getting hype, and I watched from afar just going, okay, that kid's gonna be this is gonna be good for him.
Rashard is a big ball of energy. If you ever come in contact with him, you know that. And I believe he has some amazing gifts that flow out of that big personality. He is 12 years old, a student at Maceo Walker Middle School here. And he's been coming to our church for quite a while, probably for the past 3 or 4 years.
So Fuwagna means fired up and going nuts every minute. So we give that award, which he actually won. He said, I want to dedicate this to my sister. And he does a song, he's singing and dancing and stuff like that. So I totally, at that point, I'm engaged in this kid, you know, like, hey man, I'm gonna be watching this kid.
I think when we got to camp last summer, you saw that high energy personality go full throttle. I think he loved just that outdoor space and all of the things that the counselors had prepared for them to do on that week. I think he loved it all. And so I saw him come to life.
And so then all of a sudden we get to crosstalk, which is the reenactment of the crucifixion of Christ. And while we're at crosstalk, afterwards I do a message and I kind of give them an opportunity to respond to the gospel, and he's one of the first ones up. And then it just triggered, kids follow behind, and they go to this cross that's right back here, and they make a commitment. They denounce their sin, they talk to their group leaders, and then the next day we do a bell ceremony on the day that they're leaving. And the bell ceremony basically is a resemble of freedom, right? And so we allow the bell to ring here at camp as a freedom in Christ. And the kids ring it, and we tell them, hey, when one gets saved, the angels in heaven rejoice. Here comes Rashard, first one, ringing the bell, wants to let it be known that he got saved.
He still talks about that. He still talks about his experience at For the Kingdom. I see a different Rashard in worship at church. He actually engages in worship. He engages in listening to the sermon. He asks real questions about God and his faith. He's really curious about who God is and who Jesus is. And I've seen him serve in the community. And so we took a trip to the community to evangelize and to serve the homeless, and he came alive out there too. He went on a corner in one of the communities in South Memphis and gathered all of the guys on the corner who had their whiskey bottles and their beer bottles, and he gathered them and had a circle and were praying with these grown men and women. It was phenomenal.
The reality is there are 100 more Rashards out in our city in Memphis. And one of the things that we really need and our desire is to see more ministry partners and camper sponsorships come in so that we can reach those kids. Those kids could have the opportunity to be here. That's what we're needing, people to come alongside us so that we can fulfill the mission and the vision to see lives change, to see identity found and hope restored, just like it was in Rashard's life. Places change when people change. We want to see our city changed. And FTK is a camp in the city for the city.